don't they? Every week, Sherry, just about, or every couple weeks, you be following me. That's crazy that they keep making you unfollow me. I pay attention to that. I want y'all to know. Certain names I see a lot, and it's crazy. I realize they making y'all refollow me. This been about, I know, like 2 times this month, I'm thinking. Or in the last couple months. Am I wrong? They keep making you refollow me? Good morning. Hello. Hello. Thank you. I'm happy you like being here. Miss Iris, I'm happy you like being here. Hey, Riz. Hey, everybody. Good morning, y'all. I had some good sleep. I guess it rained, honey. Took all the leaves off the trees. There's leaves everywhere. Like, it's everywhere good because my car needed a washing. Yeah, it's so hard to find you. You my girl. Oh, pumpkin. I love you. I see they keep making you do it though. Like every week they keep making you follow me. Like every other week, every 2 weeks. I'm like, she just followed me yesterday. And you been here forever. Which is crazy. Good morning, Niqua. Miss Nicole, Miss Rhodes. Haley. Hello. Mr. Randolph. Hey, who I miss? Trina. Everybody. Where is mine? Hold on, y'all. I found me a new lip gloss in the car. I said, ooh. Let me go get it out of my purse. Hold on. Y'all about to say hello 1,000 times anyway. So I got time. This is horrible. I had 12 of these and now, no, I think I had 24. I had 24 of these. So I've known y'all long enough to go through 24 of these. Y'all realize that I bought 24 of these back in about 2020 and 2. And baby, I done went through 24 of them since the Noja. I think this is my last one. I might have one left. That's crazy. Y'all done been through 24 of these. We been here too damn long. Hola, hola. Hello, Andre. Listen. Hey, Justice. You just waking up? Me too. Well, I've been up for 2 hours, but I just been kind of, looking at these think pieces, y'all. I might have to not have this light, y'all. My eyes have been giving me such a hard time, and I know it's because I don't have my glasses. So if I put them shades on, y'all just gonna have to deal with it today, because I can't find them, and my eyes been weird. Yep. I'm just gonna do it. Because it's like, there we go. I don't got the blue blocker, so then that light is like, it's messing with my eyes. And it's dark in my room and everything, so I don't want to get no headaches, so I ain't even gonna start it. I'm just gonna go and do this like this real quick. But anyway. Oh, you know what? I got one here. Y'all bought me some blue blockers. I think they in the living room in that box. Dang it. Oh well, we'll do that later. Ooh. Buenos dias. I've been watching some of the think pieces about the election and different things like that. And I want to play something for y'all if I can, if y'all open to it. When I say I woke up and all my devices was dead today, or like on like 10%, I said, girl, you have got to quit doing that. Oh! Anybody in here over 35? Is there anybody in here over 35? Good. Okay. Can I ask y'all a question? And I'm from the Midwest, okay? Originally, I'm from the Midwest. When you ever seen a tornado in November? I A 44-year-old black woman in America have not ever seen a tornado. Listen, I know this for a fact. I done lived in the Midwest a long time. But I ain't never seen no tornado in November. The end of October either. Normally it's cold and we waiting. We got jackets on. You see people raking the leaves. Baby, it's not ever. Tornado season is in April and May. March, April, May, and sometimes you might get one in June. You might. I have not ever in my 44 years and circled and lived in places that was in tornado alley, baby. I'm trying to tell you, it's not a thing. It is not a thing. That is not a thing. Tornadoes happen in spring. In Oklahoma and Kansas and that area, do you hear me? They do not happen in November. That's not a thing. It's not. And I'm 44 years old. So these 4 decades on it, I done did a lot of tornado drills, baby. All of that. No, I think God's word is being fulfilled. He said at the end times you wouldn't be able to tell the seasons. We can't. It's freaking bees outside. It's November. Mosquitoes, bees, wasps, ladybugs in freaking November? No, that is not a thing. You saw beetles in the wintertime. Flowers is still, y'all, come on. Y'all got another tornado alert last night. Oh, I believe it. I went to sleep. I heard the wind. Good morning, Isabel, Kim. Halloween is always cold. Especially by the time the sun go. Baby, my auntie, we just talked about it. Baby, we didn't got snow on Halloween before in the places that I lived. Like, what you call it? Flurries. It used to be so cold, we would have to put on hoodies under our costumes. Hats, gloves, everything, holding bags open, baby. What is going on? It feels like it's about July, like a July morning. Rainy and cold, sure did, and sometimes got some ice. I remember Halloween's not even 20 years ago where they would be telling people we're gonna go earlier in the day because it might ice over because of the rain. It was so cold. So they was pushing Halloween trick-or-treating up earlier to like they let the kids out early, like 2:00, so they could go between 4 and 7. I remember this. And this is when my kids was little. My son is 27. I got pictures of them in costumes back in the day going to the whatever we was gonna do, and it's cold. It's raining and cold now in Georgia. Got it. California is looking good this morning. San Jose, I got it. Oh, it's warm here too. It's raining, but it ain't cold. It's hot outside. I remember kids always getting sick because it was too cold. Come on, D. I said, what's going on? There's something. Good morning. Tornadoes don't happen in the Midwest in November, y'all. October either. That does not happen. A hailstorm, yes. Early snow, yes. But not no tornadoes. You said nature tells us where we are as seasons without manual checks. Who would notice? Listen, I'm just gonna say this. That ish ain't normal. I'm telling you right now, it's not. And yeah, it's not normal. Remember, you told us it's gonna be cold. It's gonna be a cold winter. To be ready, yeah. 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 Boots, all of that. You need extra thick socks. The matrix is broken. You're right. Well, this is the thing. God's word is true. And so there's that. Can I play something for y'all? Can I? Now, after you listen to this, if you've heard it here prior to now, I want you to type, "We did." Do you understand? And don't type it before it ends, okay? I'm going to play this, and I don't want you to type nothing but "we did." If you didn't hear here, fine. But if you heard it here before now, I just want you to type "we did." Okay? Y'all got it? Yes? Okay, good. Hey, everybody. Just wanted to come on here real quick and talk about what to expect if Kamala Harris wins the election on Tuesday. So I've been putting some thought into this, and I think in Washington, D.C., we're probably going to end up with another radical January 6th type moment. But I think probably the more concerning thing is I think there's going to be a lot of pissed off Trump supporters. And I think the biggest risk is going to be to people within the LGBTQ community, people of color, and women. I wouldn't be surprised if that we start seeing outbreaks of, pockets of violence where people are being attacked from the way they look, the way they dressed, or just for being a woman. And I think that if you have any type of Harris Waltz kind of stickers or anything on your car, you're probably going to be a target. These guys are going to be extremely upset, extremely disappointed, and of course, they're already spouting off that there's a high level of cheating and all of this nonsense already. So they're setting the stage that they're going to try to convince their supporters that it was a setup, it's rigged, the Democrats cheated, and so our heads are on swivel here. Good job. I just seen something. I didn't know. You see, they hung another man in Mississippi or Alabama. Okay. Okay. They hung another man in like Mississippi or Alabama down there somewhere. They found another man hanging in his house, and they trying to say it's suicide black dude. I told y'all. They just found another one. He's a big black guy too, so that's crazy. It was in Alabama. Okay. You said I love you, miss, but we all have to keep hoping for the best. What does that have to do with what's happening right now? Hoping for the okay, so let me say what you just said, what I just heard. I'm not gonna live in reality. I'm just gonna think about what I want to happen instead of seeing what is really happening here. Did you just hear what I said? They just hung another black man. I don't know how old you are, but I think you remember me telling you older. I'm only 44, and my mother told me stories. My uncle is 69 years old. 69. He remembers what it was like in the South 69 years ago. I have another auntie, thank you, that's older than that. And what they are seeing now, you said live in your own reality instead of what's happening. It's a real thing. Are the crazy red hat folks not living in their own reality? They just spout. Okay, who remembers me telling y'all about folks just spouting out stuff and they don't be knowing what the hell they talking about? They're just saying it because everybody else is saying it. Did we not start that here? You said I'm 74 and I remember and I will never forget. So you already know. You about my auntie's age. I think she like 76. Who remembers me saying, we will not be those people here? I do not. Facts. My dad is 74. Come on. I do not want the people of WOIU, white, black, Asian, whatever, Spanish, whatever. I do not want us to be uninformed people. We are going to understand what is being said. Now, that was 3 years ago that we started this. You need to understand what they saying to you. Do you now see why it is important for you to know? A person can say a whole bunch of stuff, but it's easy to talk over a person's head if they don't know. It sounds good, but is it good? How often do we talk about that? Pastors do it too. They do. And this is why when we read people like her classes be taking a long time, yeah, because everybody gonna leave here understanding what I'm talking about. Ooh. We ain't just talking over their head, telling them something that sound good to get their money. They don't have to give us no money, and they gonna understand when they leave. And not only will they use this here, they're not at their job just spouting out rhetoric, just saying whatever their leader says. They can sit down and have a real conversation with you about what it is they believe, take you to the document so that you can see for yourself. This is the kind of school we run. And the reason we do that is because you see the difference in people that just believe in what someone says. You can see the difference in people that actually understand what's being said, and you can understand the people that gonna find out for themselves. Before we started studying over here, I said, listen to me. This is gonna challenge every single thing that you know. Have I not? Have y'all heard me say that? In the beginning of this, I said, listen, you're gonna have to throw away everything that you think you know and come on back down to the ground, and we're gonna start over from scratch. Did I hype this up like, oh, it's about, I said this, once you start reading it, you're gonna start to question yourself. Repeatedly said that. Thank you, classy lady. And she is an educator, so makes me feel good. Listen, I said, I don't want you to, I'm not talking over y'all, I'm talking to you. Do you understand? Why does she keep asking us? We're not, I mean, she act like she know. I want to know if you understand what's being said, because what good would it be for me to get up here for 4 hours and talk to you and you don't have no idea what I'm talking about? You don't even understand the words that are, and I'm not saying like, oh, nobody, I'm just saying I help people. This is what I do. And for the young baby to come in here yesterday and say, hey, I understand what's being said in conversations around me now. That made me feel good. Because even if you don't know the words I'm saying, you can go look them up and you can look at the meaning and the synonyms and the antonyms and all of that and make sure that you understand what's being said. That translates. Yeah, that translates. You can't type government here and kill in the same sentence, y'all. Come on. Don't do that. It translates into other parts of your medical care, what's being said to your children at school, your job. Might have made you go back and look through all of your stuff at work to see what exactly your job was offering you. That stuff, just the seed started here, but it grew. And it's now grown branches in every area of your life that you want to understand what's being said and you want to understand what's going on. You good, Terry? Yeah, I don't know if you've looked, but you want to look at the TikTok updates about what you can and can't type. It's going to be very important going forward, baby, because they have taken our freedom of speech. I guarantee you that's not a thing anymore. Thank you. But I'm not just talking about for me. I want to, even when we read the Bible, people like, oh, CERCA crazy. She be doing the skits. I ask God to help me help people understand what he gave to me. And so sometimes people like, she go too far. No, because they getting it. And we're getting baptisms and people are getting filled with the Holy Ghost and they are getting free of addiction and all kinds of stuff. No, it's actually not too far, because we have some people in here that have never heard anything about God. So they have to have something that they can relate to, because they don't understand the Bible. But they can understand, oh, his homeboy says just like that happened in the Bible. I'm about to go read that story. You said because you visualize it. Come on. I research everything, especially the small stuff now, all the time. Like I'm a 2-year-old. Thank you, CERCA. You welcome. Please pray for my niece in ICU. Her car flipped yesterday. She has brain injuries. Jesus. Yes. Y'all pray for T of y'all, our niecey poo. Jesus, we definitely will pray for her. Oh my goodness. Y'all, one of our nieces was in a car accident and she flipped her car and she has brain injuries. We are praying for supernatural healing. Jesus. Definitely praying. Everybody said they praying, Pumpkin. Everybody said they are praying. We definitely are. Jesus. For supernatural healing of her nerves, of her cells. For supernatural healing for the swelling and all of that. I had a friend that did that and her head was swollen and everything. So I know that is not, they need that fluid and stuff to come down. So we definitely praying for supernatural healing. Supernatural healing. Jesus. Y'all, you know what kept coming to my mind yesterday? And it really sucks because I didn't want to say it. We are living in perilous times. We used to hear the old people say that all the time. Yet the Bible just showing us what was happening and what will happen if we disobey. Yes, but this is the thing, right? We live in perilous. We are literally living in perilous times, and it's so unnerving. I mean, we know God gonna do what He gonna do and all of that, but it's just so much happening every day. Did y'all see in Jamaica some of their roads went down? So the people was trapped. Y'all seen it? Some roads in Jamaica just went out and the people, I seen it yesterday. Yeah, whole side of the mountain like thing just gone. So it's people on this side and they said how we, they was talking. I could, they was translating at the bottom, but basically, I mean, because, they have a different twang. I can most times understand, but when they start talking fast, I don't know what they're saying. Yeah, Dimple, you might want to have her check. It was on TikTok yesterday. It was a big old piece of it. You hear me? And they kept saying it's good nobody was on the road, baby. It was nothing but. I said, oh, Jesus, please help me, Lord. Please, 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 please. My dream from 2012 keep coming true, baby. 2013, and it's spooking me. It's 2013. It is spooking me. Because the ground in that dream, I told y'all, it opened up, and I fell on in there, and I was like, ooh. And then I moved to the dang fault line. Didn't even realize that was a warning. So, Jesus, please help me. And it was an earthquake on the fault line that I live on. Just crazy. Just as crazy. Maybe God was telling me back in 2013, because I wasn't living here at the time. So there's that. Anyway, that's the second time that happened in Jamaica. Y'all, do y'all see that these roads just keep on getting washed out and burned up and broken down? I don't understand why people are not taking any of these things seriously. It's pretty spooky to me, honestly. It really is. It's spooky that you will not prepare. You said, is it true that the fault line is really a tunnel? There are underground tunnels. It might be on top of the fault line. I'm sure. Yeah. No, for the no. They have their own tunnel system. They don't need ours. They have their own tunnel system, honey. They don't need our stuff. Anyway, I do think that you all need to just be mindful this week. Mm-hmm. No, I don't. I don't know about the artisan wheels. I do not. But I will say this: most cities are built on top of tunnels in other cities. Right, right, right. Okay, y'all, we getting off. We getting off where we listen. I'm not worried about no tunnels. The more important topic here, right now, okay, is the safety of my WORUers and y'all family. Okay, y'all listening to me? We're not gonna get sidetracked because tomorrow and this evening and even the days following this, they can be life changing. Okay, so I need y'all to pay attention and don't get distracted about all the extra stuff. There is a lot happening. I do not want you to be anxious. I don't want you to be fearful, but I do want you to be aware. Do you hear me? I'm not spewing no fear because we don't have to fear. But you that just because you don't have to fear, thank you, aware and alert, don't mean you don't have to be aware of what's happening around you and be mindful of that because this man is he's crazy and the folks is just gung ho and they not even understanding what he's saying. Excuse me, is scary. This man is trying to take our economy. They don't realize that he gonna be rich and they gonna be out here with us. If you think it's bad right now, it's going to get worse. He literally said that. He literally said, I'm about to tank the economy if y'all put me in there. Me and my two homeboys, we about to wipe this out. And didn't I tell y'all that this was going to have a lot to do with Amazon? 2 years ago, did we talk about that? That this was going to have a lot to do with Amazon. Do y'all think that it's crazy that now Amazon, uh-huh, uh-huh, is a part of it, tanking the economy? Listen to me. Now we know why. Here we go. Now we know why they hit my list, even though it made them money for a whole year and some change, still kind of hiding it. Now we know why they hid my list. Because 2 years ago, nobody was thinking about these things because all the disasters hadn't happened yet. The water had not failed. The food had not gone bad yet. It started to, but when we were doing this and when we were buying our stuff, there was no need for potassium iodide. And then right after that, about 8 months later, 7 months later, the president went bought potassium iodide, but we had already bought it. So if you are wondering why they are hiding me, why they are SBing me, and all of that, understand that the things that we were talking about in 2022 in like a specific way has everything to do with what's happening right now at the end of 2024. And then to find out that the Amazon man, Bezos, or whoever it is that owns the corporation now, is a part of what's getting ready to be for this whole new different way we about to have to live. Y'all know our homeboy that I told y'all about last week. You know they talking about trying to. He said they trying to charge him with treason. You hear that? A guy that follows us and we follow him that's been here. The people then told him that they might be trying to charge him with treason. All for just what he says on his social media. He is having to deal with the federales because of what he said on social media. He's a part of our community. Is. So for everybody that say I be overreacting, I told y'all not getting me messed up. Because you don't know. Because they not coming for you. They will come for me. So if you don't get that, I don't care. He posted this 1 hour ago.
Supposedly, according to federal investigators, I'm not allowed to be able to receive my telegram back until they're done with their investigation. I need every single one of my followers. I'm fucking heated right now. Do you hear me? Supposedly, according to federal investigators, I'm not allowed to be able to receive my telegram back until they're done with their investigation. I need every single one of my followers or anybody that's watching this video to share this video immediately. If you didn't know, a couple of weeks ago, federal investigators just so happened to knock on my front door. So a week before that occurred, me and a couple of close friends of mine just so happened to do some heavy investigating on the war in quotations in Ukraine. And those of you who followed me on Telegram, you saw exactly what I was putting out. But supposedly, according to this investigation, I'm being threatened by the Ukrainian government. But according to my attorneys, I've done nothing wrong, but I am having my First Amendment be violated by a foreign government. I'm a U.S. citizen, by the way. And I guess federal investigators are still trying to find something to hold me accountable for, in quotations, treason. Are you fucking kidding me? For researching into information that you can clearly find on the fucking internet? Hello?
Hey. And y'all wonder why I be telling y'all, shut up. Be quiet. Be quiet. That is the third or fourth person that was connected to our community. Be quiet. Watch what you type. So what I was saying in 22, she does too much. Oh, okay. Because it's so funny, like I told y'all, every job I go to, the company policies change with the issues I be having. And the very same thing I said about why I don't ask for money on here and why I don't do this and why I do that is now the rules on TikTok, baby. So every place I go, the Lord is going to change the rules to about what I do. I like it. But also, he be showing y'all, hey, just because you know don't mean you should say. How many times y'all heard me say that? Just because you know don't mean you should say. And if you do say it, it's a way to say it. I dreamed that they were taking kids and putting us in camps for speaking the truth. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, you coming on to my next video? I'm about to share something, not mine, someone else's. You stay right there, cause you right on the next video. So before I play this, what I need you to say is we did, but once I get done, not in the middle. Once I get done, I need you, after playing this person's video, I need for you to just type we did if we talked about it here before, please. Is this it?
Which would essentially give the federal government the power. We also know that he will try to invoke the Alien Enemies Act, which would essentially give the federal government the power, the authority to deport, to detain any non-U.S. citizen that they believe is deemed from an enemy country. We know from Operation Wetback that they literally packed hundreds of people into trains, planes, ships, and literally just dumped them in Mexico.
Is that not what happened with the old boy that used to be like, oh, what's up? Hey, you! Hey! We ain't done yet. Hold on. But ain't that the exact same thing that dude that used to be like, you over there, you. Okay.
Stephen Miller has also told us is that they are actively designing new militarized giant detention centers where they would pack all these families. And one more thing that I think is important.
You said they doing what?
Detention centers where they would pack and literally just dump them in Mexico. What Stephen Miller has also told us is that they are actively designing new militarized giant detention centers where they would pack all these families. And one more thing that I think is important, I think a lot of people believe that we're talking about mass deportation plans that would just sort of affect undocumented immigrants. That's not true. There are 22 million people that live in mixed status families.
So the American would be deported too. That's what
American families will be deported, will be separated. If we were morally outraged in 2018 when we saw those families being deported and separated at the border, we're about to see that at a mass scale in the interior and with American families. We also know that
We did. Didn't I tell y'all when we first started this? I said, if you not okay, if you was okay with what in 22 I said this. If you were okay with what they did to the people at the border, those children and everything else, good, because it's coming for you. Don't worry about it, because whatever's good for the goose is good for the gander. Okay. That's the problem about wishing stuff on other people. It fall on you. Interesting. And people will say they can't do that. Interesting. Hey, Pumpkin. Hey, Miss Cindy. So, all this, and y'all wonder why they got me shadow playing. God was giving us their plan, honey, bit by bit. But he told me how to display and to get the information out and how to do it in a way that was gonna, be cool. When people tried to come here and say, I don't live in fear, you ain't doing what I'm doing either. You're not doing what I'm doing. You over there, I'm over here. You don't have 1,200 videos with your face talking about the things, the videos that they blocked, not the ones I did, the ones they took down, had every single thing to do with what's happening right now. How much you want to believe it? How much you want to bet? The videos that they blocked and they said, because I was talking about 2020 or things that were not real, it has every single thing to do with what's happening in our world right now in October, November 2024. You hear me? That's why I don't move around. That's how I know I wasn't tripping about my car. That's how I know people be in my house when I'm not here. That's how I know, because these people showed up to this man's door for something that he typed. How the hell did they know where he lived? And I get the whole IP address and all of that, but y'all, the Ukrainian folks, what VPN? What VPN? And they showed up at your door. VPN. Do not let the... Listen. Y'all be playing and you crazy. And this is why I be trying to tell y'all certain things. Okay, so let's just do a hypothetical. Can we? Can we do a hypothetical situation? Can we? Can we? What if we have put plans you just got off the subway at 125th and they had all these cameras in there and told me to step away from the building? What was going on? Did you get the footage for us? Did you get our footage? Mm-mm. God be giving us the info. God be giving us the info. Oh, God be giving us the info. This why I didn't go on nobody's podcast and stuff. I did not want nobody paying attention to little old me so we could keep getting the info. You heard me. Thank you, Dad. So, did we talk about something happening in the Northeast yesterday? Cheers, I'm about to go get me some water. Did we talk about something happening in the Northeast yesterday? Did I get last night? Did we? Did we talk about that? Did we? We talked about something happening in the Northeast last night. Interesting. Interesting. It was like 1 o'clock, 12. Interesting. Bitty, 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 bitty. Meow. Meow. Wow. That fast, huh? Well, Daddy, thank you for telling us what's going on up there. So guess what? We'll be looking for something to come out on TikTok here shortly. Huh? It ain't even been 12 hours probably since we talked about that. Maybe it has been exactly 12. Because I think we was on at like 10 or 11, wasn't we? Last night. We was on at about 10 or 11 last night. So it's been about 12 hours. 12 hours. That part. Interesting. You wondering if the state building is on 125th? You said yes, roughly 12 hours. Interesting. When I tell y'all, that's why I say, like, if God brings something to your mind, write it down. It don't have to mean nothing just right now. It will. It will. And this is why I don't care what other people say about how I should move, what I should be doing. Because guess what? My daddy ain't let me wrong yet, and I'm grateful for it. He told me, don't be doing no interviews. It was a lot of things that he told me. He said, don't get on here and ask for no money. He told me everything to do. He told me everything to do. Everything. Everything. And I was like, because I don't understand why. He told me everything to do. And it has worked out for the best. Keep away from the drama and the craziness. He did. He told me just be cool, stay in your lane, and do what you're supposed to do. And you hear me? It has worked out. And what I mean by that is, girl, listen. I mean, just look at Kayla. All the stuff that's going on, even with the social media and stuff. He was telling me. He was telling me, and I'm grateful he did. He gave me the blueprint of the do's and don'ts. You said it, Punkin. He sure did. And that's why I did it the way. I don't care. Now y'all see why I ain't trying to be funny or nothing. But now y'all see why I said I don't be worried about what nobody else think about how I should be doing this. Because nobody was here when he was building the foundation. My husband said, did CERCA tell you that? I said, no, our daddy told us. Told her to tell us. Yeah. 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 It's a real thing. Listen. And this is why I don't be caring. Because my daddy, he do what the word says. He tells me what to do and I do that. And it might not look the way you want it to look, but it don't matter to you. It don't matter to me if it look like what you think it should look like, but is it that? How often y'all heard me say that? It don't gotta, people want to look like it. I want to be that. I don't care if I look like a prophetess, a prophet, a seer, a teacher or not. It don't matter. Am I one? Yeah. Jesus didn't look like the savior of the world, but he was. He didn't look like the religious people of that time, but he was still the most holy person on the planet. I don't care about what it looked like. I care about what it is. We see watermelons that say watermelon on it, but it ain't a watermelon because you can peel it like an orange. We see vegetables that say it's vegetables, but it ain't vegetables. We see meat that say it's meat, but it ain't meat. I'm only concerned about what it really is and not about what it look like. Do you hear me? I don't care what it look like. I don't care. She get on there looking crazy too. Because anytime I try to put myself together, folks ain't paying attention to what I'm saying. So I'm going to get back on here exactly like my daddy tell me, looking crazy like a woman in a house robe. Not trying to seduce nobody, but whatever it is he want me to do so that they can hear. Because I don't care what they see. I need to know that they hear. Mm-hmm. Do y'all remember us? Y'all remember God telling us it ain't no money for real? Y'all remember God telling us don't be sold on this, run your bands up because it ain't no money? It ain't no money. Now, they saying Americans is going to have to budget. Did God tell us to budget 3 years ago? Did he tell us we was going to have to budget 3 years ago? Did he tell us to start? I've been budgeting, but here, since you've been here, if you start budgeting and quit blowing your money, and now 3 years later, roughly, they're telling the world they're going to have to budget. Ain't you happy you was 3 years ahead of the curve, hon? You was about 3 years ahead of the curve. Literally. You start making stuff from scratch. You stop wasting. And guess what? You are in a better mindset for what's coming than a lot of people, because our world is about indulgence and excessive things. Overindulgence. You can't just get no $50 nails. You got to get $1,000 nails. You can't just get $100 wig. You got to get a $10,000 wig. You can't just get a car that looks nice and drive. You need a $2.5 million car. Every single thing in our life is about overindulgence. The big plates. The big drinks. The big cars. Everything is about overindulgence. But God also told us 3 years ago that he was getting ready to level the playing field and everybody was going to be on the same level. And with this universal income, that's exactly what's going to happen. Is it not? With the universal income, ain't nobody gonna work, they said. Did God tell us what nobody about to be working? So quit trying to make somebody feel bad because they don't got your job. Did we have those conversations here? Huh? Did we? We had those conversations here. We did. 3 years ago almost. Trying to tell y'all. God told us all of this. Even that we wasn't going to be able to say everything that we knew. And you might have to take down identifiers of what you believe. Not that you don't believe and not that you're not standing boldly, but it might be, it just might not be wisdom to have certain things on your card. Who remembers us talking recently about the Jesus decal and how you ain't gonna be able to do that? That might make you a target. Who remembers us talking about that? Now, just a few weeks later, they said if you got a Harris Walls on your thing, that might make you a target. I said, I believe we just talked about this, that. But you know what? They don't be listening to me. Maybe they'll hear it from a white guy. Maybe they'll hear it from a white guy, because baby, they don't be wanting to hear it when I say it. I'm acting crazy. Okay, well, my daddy be running it down to me about what it's about to be, and I'll be trying to tell y'all. So there's that. I'm about to run to the restaurant real quick. Give me a second. I saw that. I said, wow. Okay, Dad, you wasn't lying. This is a real thing. Sorry, y'all. You said, yes, I was homeless and taking chemo, but I listened to your message. Thank you. I'm looking for something. So, Monk, I want to say something too, because I thought I read what I read, and I get what you're saying, but when, yes, our dad did tell us to say it, tell me to say it, but even in the Bible, I want to say this, even in the Bible, right? Like when preachers are preaching, and they go and they say, and Mark said, or if Paul wrote a letter to the church, they knew it was coming from God, but it would say like, and Paul said. So it ain't even really nothing wrong with that either. Yes, you know that God is speaking through me, but even in other books of the Bible, they said, and the prophet Isaiah said, he was speaking for Christ, but God did not use his voice to do it. He spoke through the prophet Isaiah. So it would almost be the same thing. Because there's a book of CERCA being written, and when it's written, it's not gonna say, I mean, it's gonna say, whatever, but it's still gonna, you heard me. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna say this, yeah, because a lot of people that know me personally, right? Again, because they know me, they feel like, oh, okay, that's just CERCA talking, right? But I'm the vessel at that time, whatever it is he's using to do that. So technically, that ain't, I mean, you know, can you say that one time for the people in the back who always down folks that don't work? Girl, I don't know how they do that. And God told people to walk away from their jobs. That's when I knew. uh, Exactly. I'm just a vessel that he speaks through. Right. But if he write it down, it's, if you see what I'm saying? It's a lot of people don't take, like, so y'all don't even know this. I had a conversation with my uncle yesterday, the 69-year-old that I was telling y'all about, right? And I absolutely love my uncle. This is the one I told you used to take me fishing in the morning, and I didn't want to break the worms. Y'all remember me telling y'all about him? This is that uncle. He's one of he looks like Mr. Brown, y'all, and he act like Mr. Brown too. Promise he do. That's my uncle, and I love him. Do you hear me? That's my mama' favorite brother too. Like, I love this man. You hear me? But my uncle was a part, and we talk about it. My uncle was a part of my family that thought I was crazy when I was, because I keep telling you, I come from a very, like, most of my uncles and aunties are ministers and pastors. He is my Mr. Brown. He definitely is, and I love him. And so we was talking yesterday, and I had called him about something else, and he said, I want that book of Enoch. I need that book of Enoch, and it makes me feel good, right? It makes me feel good, but also sometimes it hurts my feelings just a little bit, because when I say, like, in 2014, 2015, my family quit talking to me. I'm talking about cousins, sister-in-laws, everybody stopped answering the phone, and the word in my family was I was in a reprobate mind. They was literally calling each other saying, don't answer her phone calls. But now that the world is talking about it, and all of the pastors and these people, and they're seeing it online, and you can verify it, now, didn't I tell you? Everybody like, hey, now, am I happy they getting the information? Absolutely. My own brother did this to me. I told y'all about it. He was telling me I'm in a reprobate mind, that I'm going to go crazy and all of this stuff. I need to quit reading, and then called me and asked me about 2 books that I have. I said, well, that's funny, because I remember. Same thing happened when 2020. I was calling all my family saying, God told me it ain't going to be no food in 2020. You need to start prepping your food. You need to start getting ready to stay in. You need to start this. Oh, girl. And they would hang up in my face. Or hurry up and get off the phone, tell me they was going to call me back, and wouldn't call me back. And then when 2020 started happening, when 2020 started happening, my brother called me, a couple other of my friends and stuff called me, and they was like, okay, so what I go get? Man, I'm chilling. I don't know. If you can find it. If you can find it, because that's when stuff was clearing off the shelves, and they like, oh, I need to, and you said you got that dehydrator where, and yeah, they talking about 2 months before I can get it. I said, I don't know. I'm using all 4 of mine right now. I don't know. I absolutely don't know where you can go get it. But mine, all 4 of them, I got 2 going in the kitchen and 2 sitting in here on the table going. So I don't know. It's crazy. You hear me? Because remember I told y'all, if it ain't happening right now, people don't want to think about it. They only want to think about it when it is happening, and that is the worst time to think about chaos, is when it's happening. Because now you got to think about what you, like that, yeah, right. But I'm happy they getting it. It just sucks because I was trying to have Bible studies with them back in 2012, 2011, 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 21, 22, 23. And they was like, yeah, I'm not talking to her. I would leave messages. I would send them news articles. No response. I can go through all of my family's lists except for my kids and one of my cousins. They didn't even respond. And now every single thing that I told them, and single thing that I was telling them to prepare for, is happening right now. Their mindset be stuck in religion. Yeah, I appreciate the prophets God has sent to us. Thank you for your obedience. You're welcome. And that's sad because they still not listening. They should have opened their eyes to the truth. Well, they say that a prophet is not accepted in their own home, their own town, their own family. So I'm used to it, but it's just scary to me because it's like, I don't want to be around nobody that wait till the gun go off. You didn't get no feeling in your stomach that we should leave? Oh yeah, I can't hang out with you. You are the person that ain't gonna run until you see everybody else running. Baby, I'm already at the door and in my car on my way out the parking lot. Because I felt I needed to leave. If you gotta see what's going on, I won't be going nowhere with you. I don't want to see it. I'm gonna hear about it. I'm about to go. You said thank you for telling us this because family shutting you out can be hurtful. We are not alone. Hell no. They've been doing it to me for over 30 years. What you mean? 30 years I've been dealing with this. Yeah, 30 years. My family has rejected me over 30 years, but I'll give them 30. But you know what always happens? Like I told y'all, even in my parenting of my children, everybody, the way I parented my children, baby, I heard it from so many people in my family. You shouldn't be doing this, and you shouldn't be doing that, and you need to be more worried about this and that. A lot of them have adopted my parenting style. And if not them, their children. You gotta be a one that's gonna stand up and be like, I don't care. Well, don't then. You hear me? Don't. But just because you ain't don't mean I'm not. That don't have nothing to do with me. But understand that the same way you're blocking me out and you saying whatever, I have that same option. So when you come back trying to talk to me, if I don't want to talk about it, I don't have to. I don't gotta be kind. I mean, I gotta be kind, but I don't even gotta answer the phone. People thought I was mad when I said I don't want to raise my kids around my family. Why you don't want to do that? You ain't better than nobody else. I never said I was. It's just the dysfunction that we grew up in. I don't want my kids to know that life. Now, that's not saying we ain't going to have some problems or we not going to go through nothing. But that they don't. That's unnecessary stuff. Forcing them to be around people that's gonna make them feel bad about themselves or because they don't like their mama, they saying something. And why would I do that when God can put us around people that's gonna love them and include them? And oh my God, are the girls coming? Is your son coming? Blah blah. I'm breaking chains, baby. Breaking them off. Breaking them off is I and my children like. I'm grateful for them, even though we go through our things. Like I'm grateful for my kids. Because what people didn't realize is I was asking God to teach me how to parent. And it didn't look like what everybody in our family parented like because everybody parented how their parents parented. But I didn't. Now, there are some things that I picked up from my aunties and my uncles as far as discipline and stuff like that. My mama, whatever, that part. But not being able to speak to my parent and tell them what's wrong and all of these different things, I changed that at my house. My son could come and tell me if I hurt his feelings. He could come and tell me if I made him feel away. You know what I'm saying? And he's not walking around mad all the time. He's not angry, ready to blow a fuse every 2 minutes. He thinks logically and sensibly. He cares about other people. So what you put into your children, you don't have to raise your kids the way your mom, especially if you didn't like it. Now, I ain't talking about don't give them no discipline because children need that because it's going to teach them to have boundaries when they get older. If you don't, they always going to be in trouble. They always going to be in some mess. Everybody need boundaries. That's why you even have property lines because if not, people will intrude or, be all on your stuff and you like, oh, wait a minute, you can't leave your trash over here. That's your yard. So there are even lines in your yard and the net that, you know, divide what is yours and what is someone else's. And when you had that, the Bible did not say a man gonna find a wife and leave and cleave to his wife and start his own lineage. Because what if your forefathers are wicked? God could be giving you a chance to give a whole another 15 generations grace. But if you continue in the way of your forefathers, the curse coming to you too. Whatever he said for them in the way that they conducted themselves. So no. Mm-mm. Everybody said my daughters was gonna be wild and this and that. They gonna be doing this. They didn't. They didn't. They was seniors in high school, still coming home. Now, don't get me wrong. They partied and they did their thing, but they'll come home and watch Phineas and Ferb, honey, instead of going to a party. My mom is cooking. I'm about to go to the crib. Tell me how it went, y'all. And they still like that. They'll go turn up for a minute, but about an hour or two, they be ready to go home. And they don't like being people around a lot of people that are not cognitive of what they're doing. They don't like being around people that's out of control. They don't want to be with nobody that's just loud and just talking and just making a scene and all of that. They steer clear of that. Because that kind of attention always brings something you don't want. Which my family is about the pull-up game. My family is about, oh yeah, don't worry about it. I'm looking for you. I'm this and that. My family about that trouble. You understand what I'm saying? And wherever they see you, it's on sight. It don't matter who you is. You better be ready to hop out while the car's still rolling and put them hands down. And I didn't want my babies fighting. I didn't want them arguing and being in the midst of that mess. So I moved them away. I moved them away. If all you want to do is try to tell my child something to make them feel bad about themselves, you can't be around my kid. I don't care if you their grandma. You act just like your mama, but you say it in a negative way. Got it. You don't get to be around here. Because you'll be trying to make my kid hate me for something really you want that I have. Parent, cousin, sister, brother, friend. Okay? Seen it happen. For real, for real. That's my daughter now, and she's 28 with 3 kids. Come home from work watching cartoons. I'm trying to tell you, they is not worried about that silly mess. Mm-hmm. My kids will sit there and watch cartoons with their kids and be chilling, eating snacks and doing nothing. I mean, they work, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah. So, anyway, I don't know how we got over there. But, hey, Pumpkin. My daughter's friend was so shocked that I allowed her to express herself. She said, "You tell your mom the truth." My daughter said, "Yes, and I can talk to my mom about anything." Can, Niqua? Because some of the stuff your nieces be calling me and talking to me about, I be like, I do not want to know this. Well, I'm going to tell you anyway. My son, too, I be like, okay, get your face together, especially if we on FaceTime, because my whole face give it away. Y'all know that. So I be like, just listen, Mom. I be like, I don't want to listen to this. I don't want to hear about I don't want to hear about this. Well, I'm going to tell you anyway. I be like, oh my God. When we was drunk, and I be like, oh Jesus, God, please, please. See, sometimes you got to be careful what you ask for, because then they get to talking to questions about their parts and stuff. You is grown. I don't need to know nothing about that. That was only my concern until you turn 18. What you do with your parts after you turn 18, I don't got to know about it. I don't even want to think. I don't want that vision in my mind, baby. Well, Mom, I'm going to talk to you about it anyway. I'll be like this. Oh, my God. Flowers, flowers, flowers. Bees. No, because that's talking about the bees and the birds and the I don't know. Taco salad. Something. Let me think about a book I'm read while you just telling me this, because why are we talking about this? Why? But I'm grateful for it. I am. I'm grateful for it. Her parts are still my concern. She's 16. Right. But 18, you don't got to tell me what you do with them. After that, it is your business. No. And they be like, I'm going to tell you anyway. I know. You don't even care. I don't want to hear all that. Don't. So, listen. I don't want to hear about that afterward. I mean, I'll talk to you about it, but you don't got to concern me. It's only until 18 that belongs to me, and then after that, you do what you want with it. I can't tell you what to do with that. That's not any of my concern. Moving on. So, with that, family, I just want y'all to be diligent and aware and, sad to say, but ready to protect yourself if you have to. Ladies, y'all got mace? Or a stun gun or something? And I'm talking to all women, not just because. Good job. Okay. Only reason all ladies, because they're pissed because the wives are voting for Miss Harris. Lord forgive me, I'm a black woman. I can't say this woman name right. It ain't right. Miss Harris. And so there might be some women that experience abuse at home if she wins. Do you understand that? So we gonna be praying for the wives that have husbands that disagree. It don't matter, that they, whatever, a woman is a woman, whether she white, black, Asian, or what. So be praying for those women, y'all, that could experience some abuse at home. Think about it. You see how the men said if they find out that they white voted for Miss Harris, that it's like, think about what a person that feels like you betrayed them does to you. They stepping into dangerous territory too in their house. It could very well be some sleeping with the enemy type situations in the next 2 weeks. Excuse me. That's why I'm saying this is so much bigger than a color issue. This could be detrimental for a lot of people. Because people ain't thinking about the women that agree with Miss Harris, but their husband does not, and he might be full throttle, whatever. You said I didn't think of that. Definitely will pray for them. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. This could be so much more just, man. I've been thinking about a lot of different stuff, and that's why I said we definitely have to be praying for people, because it's a lot that could go wrong. Not saying it will, but it's a lot that could. There could be women that are facing that right now. And they just ain't saying nothing. They put their makeup on and cover the bruises or whatever else it is. Yeah. It's bigger than some know, I'm trying to tell you. You said what it was mind blowing to me was the commercial about people being able to see if you voted or not. Like, why, right? What kind of control does he have over these people? This is crazy, right? There's women's lives that could be in jeopardy because they voted and their husband is not happy and he's so enraged and so off his rocker that it could be some stuff going on. So y'all pray for the women that are in this situation and have just kind of had to try to be quiet and kind of keep him calm while all of this is going on, and hopefully not fearing for their lives. I didn't know our votes were public. So now you see where I'm saying where the seriousness this comes in it. It's not just about black women. It's about women, period. I passed the house on my way to work. The entire front yard was covered in Trump signs. Exactly. Exactly. Because now it's not a fun thing anymore. It has become dangerous. You said the public vote thing gonna cause some issues. Uh-oh. So now do y'all see what I'm saying? They said friendships have torn up over this. Families have torn up over this. Businesses have split because of this. You cannot tell me that the spirit of confusion is not working through that camp. The spirit of division. And the Bible talks about a person that come and divide things. And that divides instead of unites. The spirit of division and chaos and all of that. I don't care how much a person say they are Christian, baby. Your stuff is lining up with the enemy, period. The way that you treat women, the way that you talk to women, the things that you do and say, it don't line up with God's word nowhere. None of it. The fact that you cheat people out their money, the Bible talks about a thief and a person that's always devising a plan and these type things. So I've taken 5 people to vote and given rise to anyone who asks. Come on now. My family has been going back and forth about this so much. Some have been part of others' houses, and that's why I don't even talk about it. Deception and division, right? People keep choosing not to make a decision. Nobody should have to worry about nobody hounding them, right? Yeah. That's so crazy. Yeah. 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 It's scary. So y'all be praying for those women or husbands, either way, that might be in a situation that can cause their house to be torn up, their life, their marriages, their children to be sad because this has become an issue that people can't even agree to disagree on calmly. I just now realized the reason why my hubster's friend does not want to talk to him anymore. Uh-oh. Yep. Felicia the first ruler spirit of the world. Listen. People can see you voted, not who you voted for. Interesting. Well, whatever it is, we're going to put out a prayer For people that might be in sticky situations, y'all. You said I voted early and don't want to be out there when they gonna be crashing out. Man, I done told my kids I need y'all to be safe, and I need y'all to not be moving around a lot this weekend. For real, for real. The next 7 days, honestly. Which is sad that we even have to talk about this, but we are. Yes, tomorrow. Tomorrow. So, if you ain't got your snacks and stuff and the kids and all of that, I mean, hopefully a lot of people cancel. Like, if there's football games and stuff like that, gymnastics and all of that, hopefully folks are that part, Keish. Yep, told my kids the same thing. Right. And see, I'm sad because my kids got their own houses and they got to go to work. But I did tell them, hey, just for the next couple of days, just be cool. Because people was about to be just crazy. For real. And have some mace on you. Keep your self-protection things. Yeah. This is crazy. It really is crazy. My cousin told me the kids in New Jersey are off until 11/12. Are you serious? Is it fall break or they off because they thinking something might happen? They know. They know. That's crazy. Wow. You said your mom is traveling on Wednesday? You said you believe because they are expecting craziness? Mm-hmm. My kids are out of school until Thursday. Interesting! These is people in 2 different states, y'all. Keish, where you at? And Niqua, where you at? My friend drives a bus in New Jersey and they said they're off till Monday. Right. My job canceled. My husband's job canceled jobs until after. Mine out tomorrow and Wednesday here in Texas. What? They had a whole Trump rally here at my job last week and we were allowed to work remote. Jersey, no school, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Interesting. Did y'all know this? Because I didn't. You in North Carolina. The kids in North Carolina are out the next 2 days. My cousin is in New Jersey. I'm in Louisiana. My kids got e-learning tomorrow, too. Wow. 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 Baby, that's old news. He is in charter school. Wow. We used to be in school on election day. We didn't have election day off because we used to have our own election. They would put the election boxes at the teacher's door. We used to be in school on election day. We used to be we had our little presidents and we would do it and then you got to put the ballot in the box. We had when I can remember that from second grade. We was at school on voting day and the day after and the day before. Yep, I was in school when Obama was elected. I remember. I'm trying to tell you. Because they used to play it on the little thing so everybody could see what was going on. This is new. You said school is always out on an election day for the last 10 years. I don't remember that because my daughter just graduated. My daughter just graduated 2 years ago. I don't remember them being out on no election day. No. My two youngest daughters just graduated in 2020 and 2022. And no, they school. I don't know where y'all was at, but no, they was not. They was in school. Not in Florida. We went to school, right? Uh-uh. My babies is my son 27, they 27, 25, 22, and 21. And they was in school. I'm 43, and when I was in school, we did a fake election for the kids to learn how to vote. That's what I'm saying. Yours too? Yeah. I don't know where that is. Cause baby, I went to school on election day and so did my kids. When I went to school, we had school on election day, right? I know this because I was a person standing at the ballot box at my school. Because I was a trustworthy kid. I wasn't going to rip nobody's stuff up and throw it away. So I know this to be a thing. And my kids. Here in Georgia, they close to students because the schools are used, schools as voting polls. Oh, okay. Well, we was in school. And my kids was in school too. Maybe it depends on if your town is small or something like that. But yeah, we was in school and my kids was in school too. Yep, right. And if you worked, you could leave to go vote and come back to work. Yep, they would try to tell you to take it during your lunch hour. Sure would. Or they would let people out in different times. Yeah, right. This new. In Tennessee, schools have always been out for election day. Guess everywhere else is different. Yeah, because we went to school. They use churches. Right, right. I think it just depends on if you live in a small town or a big town or if they actually have places. That's probably it. But baby, my kids went to school on voting days, and so did I. And they didn't go to school in the same states that I went to school in. So here they are in school. They use churches and voting polls, right? Yep, I remember going to school during election day. They even used my school as a voting. Yeah. You said, no, I'm in Tennessee. We used to go. That's what I'm telling you. It got to be like the little places of where you at. My friend said I should hope Trump wins so I could get some of the tax breaks. I said, why would I want that? That man has made black women targets. If a tax break, that part sure did. What good is it gonna be if I'm be out of here? We just got notification, no school tomorrow, right now. Where you at? Coco, where you at? You here? Is you here? Not you. Is you in Missouri? You said they in the community centers where you at, Auntie Catherine? Okay. Oh, so Missouri, you so Missouri, you canceling school too? You in Atlanta, no school for your son. Interesting. We got two Cocos, Atlanta and Missouri, and no school. Y'all, they know something. I'm trying to tell y'all. For the schools to be scared, they are scheduling a power shutoff tomorrow. You need to count. You need power to count the votes. Interesting. No school today or tomorrow in the suburbs of Dallas. Really? Texas, no school for my son. Y'all, they know something. I'm in Georgia. My city hasn't sent nothing. Really? He told me, I thought he was just saying anything. Oh, and they sent you a message. Black supremacy might be a good idea. No, this everywhere. Not just the southern states, it's all over. Voting is not the same anymore. What I need to check. My son went to school today. Yeah. Look and see. See what happens when you just don't think it's happening in your area, and because it ain't happening in your area, you don't know about it. This is why what we do here is great. You said I'm in the suburbs of Michigan and my job is off today and tomorrow. Southwest Florida is in school tomorrow. Interesting. Might not be a good idea to send them though. Election day is considered a state holiday in Illinois. I get to sleep in. Okay. Come on, Auntie. That part. I'm just saying to the people that got teenagers and stuff, and I keep telling people it's not paying attention to what's going on. They not. Kentucky here and no school today or tomorrow. I know y'all not having no school. I know. Listen, now that's one place. I know. Yeah, it ain't gonna be safe to be on the roads down there either. You know it. I've been down there to Kentucky, honey. Several times. I used to go drop my kids off down in E-Town to my auntie. And then when she lived on base, I'd go out there and we'd be out there just having us a good old time going down to E-Town, eating and stuff. Oh, honey, yes. Yes. Drive by the old Kentucky Fried Chicken Museum down there in Louisville when you get over there. But you don't go to the hood. I went to the hood in Louisville one time, and ooh, it was different. I've been to a lot of hoods in my life, but the hood in Kentucky, in Louisville, it's a different kind of ghetto. It is a different kind of ghetto, baby. It's a different kind of ghetto. I went down there to see what the prospects was looking like at the shake 'em up, and baby said I got to get out of here. They don't like what I have to offer here. I don't got enough milk in my skin. Let me get out of here before I don't make it off this road. Listen, yeah, I've been to Ohio. Baby, CERCA done traveled the roads, the highways, and the byways. Hallelujah! Thank you, Jesus. It ain't too many places I ain't been. I be trying to tell y'all, on the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again. I keep telling y'all for about, from about 11 to about 34. About 11 to 34. I've seen all of the United States I needed to see. I told y'all I lived in 3 states in less than 12 months. It's not a game, baby. If something don't make me feel good, I get away from it. I will start over. Leave everything, honey. I will go in there with mattresses, not even no mattresses, just my clothes. You hear me? Have I ever been to Birmingham? No. No. Nope. Mm-mm. I might go down there and find me a country husband and stay. So I try to stay away from the southern states because I like me a southern man. Because they know how to cook and fix stuff and they be good and chunky and thick. And so I stay away from there. I stay away. Because I'll be out there sitting on the porch chewing on straw and stuff if I go down there. So I'm just going, that's where I'm going to stay away from. But have I met me a nigga from Birmingham? Absolutely. As a matter of fact, one of my best friends is a pastor from Mobile. And them men a little bit different. Ooh, shoot! They are a little bit different. So, you know, if things can become addictive, you should stay away from them. Big old black country nigga. I got to stay away from that kind of stuff. I got a feeling everything gonna be alright. Oh, listen, I got to steer clear of that. No. Thank you. No, you don't tempt yourself with the devil. You just stay away from them. Because they gonna have them an extra. My granddaddy was a big black nigga. And he had about 7 wives. This nigga was having 3-4 babies at a time. Both his wives pregnant at the same time. And the girlfriend. Honey, no. You're going to take good care of everybody. Everybody going to be taken good care of. But on Tuesday and Thursday, you know he ain't out with his friends. He at his other half. And everybody know they place, so they just act like they don't see each other when they go in a grocery store, when they brothers and sisters is walking past each other. Mama, that's my daddy girlfriend. Girl, come on and shut your mouth because he pay these bills. Be quiet. He was future before future. Listen here. I already know. I got country uncles. My family lives in the South, y'all. You said quit. I done started something. Uh-huh. Yep, I got plenty of country uncles. I know how I go. Keep them an extra. CERCA telling their business. Right. Right. Crickets on the way. Listen. They good men to everybody. Mm-hmm. That's how my daddy is. I know. Listen, I got peoples where you at. Listen, I'm trying to tell you. I already know how I go. Keep them an extra 2 or 3 and be having a prospect. They looking at. I can bring you a little change over there. You need your tire fixed? How them pipes over there doing? You ain't got no leaks, do you? Because I'm a plumber. They gonna drive by your house and be out there trying to cut your grass and stuff, give you a little deal. Baby, I know the country niggas when I see them. And they smooth at what they do. So if you don't know the game, baby, you be whole caught up. I'm trying to tell you. They gonna love on you, bring you food and stuff. I'm trying to tell you, baby, you got to stay away from them. Stay, unless he's completely single and you know it for a fact. Don't go around there. They will make you feel like you are the most amazing person on the world. There's no other woman like you, and they got 6. That's why I said I talk to my uncles. Like me and my uncles and me and my big cousins, I used to be with them. All my home, most of my friends were males because of that. So a lot of times, like if I was introduced to a man and they don't know, I'm a whole nigga on the inside. This why niggas usually want to put their hands on me and stuff. Cause you didn't know. I mean, I am a girl. I was born female, but baby, in this mind, I'm a whole nigga. I promise you, I am all the way through and through. I'm a whole nigga, whole nigga. My daddy and me and his wife 6 months apart, 46, and he's 74, 75 this year. I'm trying to tell you. I told y'all my grandpa. You said that's why I'm like this. Yes, yes. You need to know your place. No, you need to know your place, sir. Anytime a nigga say anything to me, I'm calling my uncle or my daddy. Okay, so what this mean? My brothers. So then they don't fool with me. Because I have a key inside the men's locker room. I'm privy to all the conversations. They don't want to fool with me. I get it. I ain't sad about it because you can't run game. Because as soon as you say some stuff that set my neck back, I'm calling my brother, nigga. He don't want to sleep with me. So then I don't got to worry about no biased information. You going to tell, oh, no, that nigga ain't, man, listen here. Especially if they do that little giggle. Oh, yeah, I know. That giggle that they do, because you done did it, means all of it is BS. And I just go on and block the person and move on. Save me a whole bunch of time. Brothers, you need to be using your sisters the same way. You don't think my brother called me and be like, hey, when a chick say, man, you better not believe that. Nigga, nah. Hey, move around, bro. I'm trying to tell you. That's how it's supposed to be. Me and my brother, look. Listen, honey, when we was kicking it back in the day, shh. Dynamite duos. And I hate to say it, but in the dating world, a lot of people don't want you to have a person that is either a platonic friend or someone in your family that is going to give you the right information. And when they see that they do, that's when they start trying to isolate you away from your sister. I don't like you talking to your sister because she always in her business. Now, she be telling me what you be doing for the men. Now, some of y'all mamas is weird. But if they really care about you and they love you, like for me, I want my brothers to be happy, so I'm gonna accept whoever. But if I see she stank, boy, hey, that ain't the one, bro. Watch her. She dirtied in the mug, man. I done seen that kind before, and I watch how she watching me when I lean over in your ear. She don't want me telling you nothing. Dre said 100. I'm trying to tell you, they try to keep you isolated because they don't want your family to tell you what it really is. And so that's why CERCA was single a lot of times, because as soon as I meet a nigga, I'm calling my brother or my uncle, one of them. Before, he never came to my house. Before I ever went to his house, we might have went out to eat, but that's about it. By that time, on the way home, I'm calling my brother. Okay, so he said this. I asked him this. He said that. What does this mean? What does that mean? Blah, 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 blah. I'm running it down. I ain't about to waste no time. I'm not wasting no time. And brothers, y'all shouldn't either. If you have a homegirl that you never slept with and she's your real friend and she don't want you, that be the person you talk to, because they gonna keep you right. They gonna tell you either you wrong or they wrong or whatever else. You said, I'm calling him now. I want to see if he wants to have a roast beef dinner. Who? What the heck? That's crazy. I miss my brother for this very reason. We used to put each other on game. Man, I'm trying to tell you. Yeah. Will? Y'all, this thing be tripping. Why is it not? Do you see this? Every time I try to go back and read my new comments, it won't let me. Yeah. And my kids are the same way. My son will call his sisters, and my daughters will call their brother. Will. I asked a man if he wanted to have a dinner, and he stood me up. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, I'm grateful though. Listen, I am grateful. I'm just gonna say that. I'm grateful for the lessons that I had, and I don't know everything, but God has blessed me to be able to be in a lot of situations where either I was a participant or I got to watch it play out, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. Men don't know, men don't know, men don't know, men don't know, because a lot of times we go around and feel like because something's happening, because it doesn't affect us, that it can't happen to us, and that's silly. So I'll be looking, because okay, so I know what if this start happening, then boom, okay, now it might not be the same, but these are things you look for, and that is why people be walking around this world aimlessly. Because people like, why you taking advice from a woman that don't got a man? I choose to be single. It's a choice. Some people just hard up to be with somebody. Everybody, just because they got somebody and they've been with somebody for a long time, don't mean that they happy, that their relationship is. A lot of people fake. And a lot of people don't want to say, oh, I'm not going to be single. I don't have to be single. You should be for a while so that you can get to know yourself. But I've been single more than I've been in a relationship because I knew what I wanted. And I don't like wasting time. So I talk to anybody on the phone. I don't care about that. But you getting in my space, you being able to be around me and stuff like that, no. Because people feel like because you're older or whatever that you got to be hard. No. If you don't want to treat me the way I need to be treated, and I'm not even difficult, why are we even talking? What, you want to try to dangle something in my face and say I might do it? That ain't. And that's friends too. My son calls his best girl friend or his best girl cousin. Listen, it's a real thing. Yeah. It's a real thing that you should be learning life. And even if you don't go through it, your kid might. And you don't have no information to give them. That sucks for them and you. Yeah. No. I'm single because I want to be single. You hear me? Because you cannot play with my health. You definitely not going to play in my mind. And if you can't tell the truth, or you feel like your bad actions, I should just accept them, all the while holding me to some super crazy high standard while you doing any and everything you want to do under the sun. No. These scars are a roadmap for the babies of mine to know what to do and what not to do. Promise you, because I put my daughters on game and my son, and that's why people be mad. I put my kids on game. You heard me? Did. My daughter called and asked me something the other day. She said, I see why you say this. I said, okay, now you understand. You don't have to send your kids out here to bump their head. Now, are they gonna bump it? Of course. But does it have to be a horrible thing for them? No. And y'all know what? I think somebody that I blocked last week has followed me again and just added some numbers. So Zeus, if you back over here, because I saw that you came back, you're not allowed. You don't get to talk crazy and then get put out and add some more numbers to your stuff. I saw your new account. I just want you to know that. I know y'all probably don't think I go through, but I do go through my new people to make sure ain't none of my family try to sneak over here and be in my live. So you can unfollow, please, because I don't want to have to block your other account too. Y'all remember I just blocked Zeus the God, whatever, and he came back with a different name. Zeus the God, 1, 2, something, something. Yeah, so I'm going to put you on blast because you keep coming in here trying to interrupt my classes. You sit and wait for a while, think I forgot who you is, but I didn't. Mm-hmm. I know people don't think I be looking over there, but I do. I do. So please don't come back. If I block you and it's for a valid reason, please don't come back or start your own live. Don't come back over here. So now that we know that, I'm about to get off of here because I want to relax today. I mean, I got some other stuff I need to do, but not a lot. I feel good that my house is just not completely chaotic, so I can breathe. And I just want everybody to be safe. Like, I don't have no biblical message today, maybe later. But right now, my message is about understanding exactly what is going on in our world and in our country right now. Okay? Because it's important. I need y'all to, women of color, women of color, and men of color. I don't care if you're black, Asian, Latino, whatever. You need to be just watchful, okay? And they're not keeping these kids out of school for no reason. They're not canceling jobs for no reason. You're Heinz 57, okay? Well, whatever. They're not doing that for no reason. They know something, and how often have we seen that they won't tell us that they know, right? They won't tell us that they know, but they'll do things to let you know that they know. And again, the news can't report it until it's too late. So then you need to be proactive in your thinking and thinking, why are they canceling school on a day that should be great for the American people? Okay? Not only that, how much have you heard that this election, listen, because it's not just one area, okay? This election determines if the raw overseas keeps going on or not. There are people that are descendants or family members of said people that are also here that just don't like Americans as a whole. They don't care if you white, black, Asian, Spanish, Latino, whatever. So this could be a multi-faceted thing in the next week. It's not just, oh, the crazy white folks with the red hats. No, it's some other people over here that are on the fence about if certain things gonna keep happening in their country, they plan to make it happen here. And I do believe that is why all of the bridges the water being messed up, the food, all of this is not just our people. It's some other folks. Because Americans haven't really had to experience what a lot of these other countries have had to experience, but we're experiencing it now. Don't trust nobody. Watch everyone and everything. Yeah, and pretty much keep those kids safe. Hey, Pumpkin. Hey, Tay. Head on swivels, right? So, because you're not just dealing with people that don't like who you're voting for, you're dealing with people that vote means that they could lose more families overseas, family members overseas, or more. You know what I'm saying? It could be more. So, it's not just one area that we are looking into. And I be trying to say it without saying a lot, but it could be a whole lot. You hear me? A whole lot going on. Okay? Listen. Yeah, I love y'all. So keep your eyes open. Okay? And be praying, like I said, be praying for the women and men that are married to someone that they are even scared to tell them what their vote is. Okay? Who they're voting for. They can't even voice that out loud. And again, I told y'all, the thing with our freedom of speech, not even in their own house can they say who they're voting for without causing a big fight and being able to stand firm in what it is that they believe. So, again, there are liberties that are being taken away here. Okay? Pay attention to that. Pay attention. Yeah, right, right. Pray for those women and men that are in a situation where they can't even tell their spouse without worrying about being hurt or mistreated because they don't vote the way that they vote. So, I love y'all. I shall see you all later. Probably we shall see. I don't know. I just want to relax because I don't want to think about what could happen. So, if y'all can, just do something that makes you happy. Can y'all do that? Can y'all do something that makes y'all happy today? Do something that makes you happy. Yep, something that makes you smile. It felt very powerful to do that, to do the fast yesterday. Thank you for planting that seed. You're welcome, Pumpkin. Our daddy. Our daddy. Oh, I don't know. I haven't thought of any. Yep. I don't know. I love y'all. See y'all later.